Well, hello, lovely viewers, and welcome to another episode of Glitz Sports Express News, where we bring you nothing but the best. Well, before we go into today's news, I'd kindly ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and then on X at Glitz Sports Express. On X, we are Glitz S Express. Well, today we are just going to give you a recap of the final and then the semi-finals of the African Cup of Nations. And then we just encourage you to share your comment to share your thoughts in the comment section, where we want to know what you think about what happened. First, I'll go to the Ghanaian referee Daniel Ni Ailaye and then his officiating for the Nigeria versus Morocco game. Well, many people have said he was biased towards Nigeria, who are believed to be the neighbors of Ghana. Well, what do you think? Do you think referee Daniel Ni Ailaye was fair during his officiating? Do you think he was biased towards Nigeria, or he was biased towards Morocco? Well, that's one question that we need your thoughts about. Second, Nigeria went into the semi-final, or not the semi-final, they went into the third place against Egypt, who were also favorites. Well, both teams were favorites to win the TotalEnergies African Cup of Nations, but it was Nigeria versus Egypt. Well, Egypt didn't manage to score, just like Nigeria, in normal play. After extra time, it still remained 0-0. Well, it took them penalties to see who won. Well, Nigeria did win. And then there was a funny incident that happened during the spot kick. Well, you could see the goalkeeper of Egypt going to tell Iwobi that I'm going to stop your ball. Well, Iwobi didn't just score a nice goal. He actually scored a cold goal. Well, Nigeria won third place. Congratulations to Nigeria. And then now the final itself, where the drama, the controversy was. Well, Nigeria played against the host nations, Morocco, and it was electrifying at the stadium. Well, the noise alone, the aura at the stadium could tell you what was happening. Well, one, Senegal were the underdogs in this game, I would say, because Morocco had been planning this event for. It's not just the event; they've been planning football with respect to putting infrastructure in place. So it was like Senegal coming in as underdogs. Well, aside that, Morocco had Brahim Diaz, who has 5 goals in 5 games, which gives them some extra motivation whether he is going to score another one to make it 6. Well, he had the chance to make it 6, but we'll get there very soon. So Senegal, at a point in the game, almost boycotted it. Well, Senegal scored a goal which was ruled offside. I'm not sure whether it was offside. And then at the brink of, I wouldn't say, it was at the brink of finishing open play, the referee awarded a penalty to the host nations, Morocco. Well, it was very funny because Morocco themselves were surprised. They didn't think they were going to be awarded that penalty. Well, the referee had other agendas. Many people have said it was a bias. He was doing what he shouldn't have done. But yes, Jean-Jacques Ngambo from the Democratic Republic of Congo, he actually awarded a penalty kick to Morocco in the 90 plus 8 minutes. Well, many people think the penalty would have been taken in the 9th, in the 10th. Well, the penalty was only kicked in the 90 plus 24 minutes. So this is what happened. There was a pull in the Senegal box resulting from a corner kick. And then referee Ngambu thought, no, this is a penalty call. So he called a penalty, and then tempers fled. Well, you could see Senegal manager Papi Thiaw calling his players to boycott the game. He was actually calling the players to leave the pitch. First, that is unprofessional from my point of view. It was unprofessional. No matter how bad the officiating is, you as the manager, you should know better. You don't call your players off the pitch if you are not ready to boycott CAF sanctioned events or even FIFA, because come on, you should know better. You should even calm your players down and tell them, brah, but well, he was the one calling the players off the pitch. The fans on the other side were trooping in and then trying to cause problem. They were throwing bottles onto the field and all that, but well, that aside, Senegal returned to play. Brahim Diaz had the chance to make it 6 out of 6 for Morocco and then win the trophy for Morocco. But what happened? Brahim Diaz, he missed it. Yes, he missed it. So it went into extra time. Well, it took Senegal 4 minutes into extra time before the two guys combined to give Senegal the only goal that won them the African Cup of Nations. Well, I'm not saying Morocco didn't do well. I'm saying that Senegal, in the face of adversary, I'll say, managed to hold Morocco with the support they had from the field. Sorry, this one, no disrespect to CAF or to anybody, but with many people thinking there was officiating bias. Senegal still went through all this and secured a lone goal that finally won them the African Cup of Nations 2025 that was hosted in Morocco. Well, congratulations to Senegal, especially to Sadio Mane, who stood tall, proved that he's the bigger man, and then led his team to glory. Well, Edouard Mendy, like a Chelsea brother, I would say, he's one of those goalkeepers that you'd never have to underlook. Well, he did perfectly well for Senegal against Morocco, and then Senegal are champions. Well, also congratulations to neighboring countries of Ghana, Nigeria for winning third place. Well, they've never lost a third place game, so congratulations to them. Well, Hearts of Oak, I wouldn't talk about them because yes, I just wouldn't talk about them. We will talk about them later. Well, Barcelona. Well, Barcelona lost to Real Sociedad, who were down by a man in a 2-1 game. Well, that's up to them. I don't know what happened to Barcelona, but now the points interval between them and Real Madrid has been reduced to 1. So should they mistakenly lose another game where Real Madrid should win, then it's going to be like before, where they had to stand second where Real Madrid. Well, that's all about what happens in the next game. So thank you all for staying tuned for this short brief. We'll bring you another episode in the next coming hours. Well, remember, follow us on Facebook. Just hit the like. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads. Follow our YouTube channel. Sports Express. Turn it up. Say yes. Sports news reporting. Sports Express. Where we bring you more sports news